Hello, this is the Brass Love One, also known as Healer Terrell here on YouTube. I want to do a storyline reading on priests, not just priests, but the priests who have over the years molested children. Did you hear what I said? On the priests who have been molesting children over the years. So if pastor's been doing it, it goes with them too. But I'm talking about the priest. Follow me? Okay. So I'm going to do a storyline reading as far as that because God wants spiritual justice for all of the priests out there who have molested children over the years and who is constantly doing it right now today. Okay? But I also want to say this right here. For different people who were molested by priests or is happening to now, you can seek legal action because you can get compensated for your pain, for your injuries. Okay, so call a lawyer or call the hotline or whatever it is, or call a lawyer about it and they will tell you about it, that you can get compensation. You can get money, what's owed to you for the damages. If you needed counseling or whatever it might have been, it put whatever it caused to happen in your life. Get what I'm saying? If it caused you where you had to keep going to counseling or whatever, you can get that money. Get what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. Seek whatever it is, whatever damage is, whatever. Because you deserve every penny of it. Because we have people who posing as God people. They got the label on, they God people, but they not God people because God don't hurt. God don't harm. So they not God people, but they put that label on that they God people. They not God people. They in disguise. God don't hurt. And God definitely wouldn't molest a child or rape a child or rape a woman. Get what I'm saying? Or rape a boy or whatever's going on with the priest. Seem like I think they go after boys. Okay? So we have a bunch of pedophiles, a bunch of perverts, a bunch of predators. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. God gonna give me a storyline reading. If you're a person who went through that, or you know a child, or just you as an adult and you went through it over the years, you can seek damages. Okay, so call a lawyer about that if you have. Okay, but this is a storyline reading as far as anybody who might be going through it now. I don't know, but you know, if you are a priest and you watching this, and which you wouldn't be watching this if you're a priest, but if you doing what you're doing undercover, you might be watching tarot readings undercover also. I have no idea. But this is out to any pastor. Any priest. You call yourself a priest. Out to any priest. Or even pastors who doing things like this. But my focus is priests, but all of you are one and the same. Follow me? So, if you are molesting children, right? Children of the same sex, children of different sex, or whatever it is, you coming down, and God wants spiritual justice. Okay, and God is going to get it from you. Okay, so it's your turn today. Okay, universe, give me the cards for whoever this is. Abuse cards, I have 18 in front of me if I'm counting right, and 16 of the healing of the soul. When you damage someone, to their soul, and when you rape or abuse someone, you damage them to their soul. Okay, period, bottom line. Okay. So, you mess somebody up from being an adult. Once they become an adult, they all screwed up. Okay? Posing as a God figure when God does nothing like that. It's like you Satan wrapped in some kind of covering that's saying that you God-like, but that's Satan in there. Get what I'm saying? Okay? Because that's Satan's ways. Stealing and destroying a child's childhood. That's Satan's ways. That's not God's ways. Okay? Let's start. Okay, universe. Give me a deck of abuse cards when you abuse, because we talking about you abusing, okay? Talking to priests out there, pastors too, if you are included. 9. Let me find the 9. 9 of the abuse for whoever you are. My chair squeaking, so bear with it, please. If not, that's okay. Okay, let's see. 2. Okay. Top cards for whoever you are. So this is you or a person that's being abused by you or got abused by you. Okay? So it go either way. A priest, whoever you are, or someone who was abused by you or is getting abused by you. However it's flowing. Take it, okay? Whoever. If it was done to you, God, look at God. God gave me a deck. Look what look at what the first card say. You tell me God not good. Oh my goodness, look at the cards. Look at these cards. Can you see what it's saying? You tell me God not good. Nobody can tell me God not good. Look at the back of the card. Help is a minute away. Look at the back. Help is a minute away. Look at this, the first card. If it was done to you, would you like it? Look at the second card. You got to make sure a person is an adult and don't just look like one. You tell me God not good. Can't tell me nothing about God. Nobody. Okay? Nobody. Okay, let's see. If it was done to you. If it was done to you, would you like that? If it was done to you when you was a child, would you like that? Someone taking advantage of you and making you gay? Would you? If you're a priest I'm talking to, right? You are no better than nobody else. Priest. Second card, you need to make sure that he or she is an adult, right? You should have been dealing with a grown person, not a child. Because you're starving for power, and that's how you did this to the children. Okay? You was posing as a person who get along with everybody, different races. Follow me? Because you're a priest. That you bring in happiness, right? But you was entangled, saying it's not your fault. Freedom is calling. But will you answer freedom? Right? Because you got to seek what you're looking for. By messing with little boys, little girls, or who you messing with, right? Because something was somewhere had no business being inside something glass, inside the door. So it could have been where you was on the other side. Somebody was confessing, or what do we call it? You on one side, the person on the other side. Get what I'm saying? He telling you whatever he telling you, and you over here listening. Some kind of way, something was somewhere had no business being. You need to work hard on falling back in love with yourself or a person you molested. If it's somebody who you molested, they got to be strong again. Follow me? Because you was karma plague. Because you need to dig deep. Strike this. The person need to dig deep and ask themselves why they settle for less. Right? Because this card right here says evidence shows that this person, whoever you molested, was going to keep picking his or herself off of the floor if this person didn't do something to change. This person needs to get distant from you because this person felt like a score loser maybe if they did, right? Or they would lose if they told on you. Get what God's saying right here. Because you looked at yourself as a wonderful conqueror, but God says that this person you molested is the wonderful conqueror. Because this person you molested was dealing with a Judas, and that would be you. These cards are light green, so you might can't see them. You're a Judas, though. Okay, let's just flow. Deep, God knew you. Okay, let's just look at the top one here. Okay, it says right here, release your loved one. Okay, you are still here. Enjoy your life. So, somebody died. that you know, right? The priest or a person who was molested. Somebody you know died. So it says right here, a warrant is going to come or be taken out where this priest is going to go to jail, but you got to open your mouth and talk and tell on this person. See, look at God. Look at God with the religion. God know who I'm talking to. Or your leaders, your God, God's saying. God had me pick up the decks because God know in deck 2 this card was in. Look at this. Are you molded to a religion? Are you molded? And you was molded to the religion and letting the priest control you, control your mind. Are your leaders your God or is God your God? God says put the brakes on because this priest didn't put the brakes on, but God wants you, if it's happening to you now, God wants you to put the brakes on it because we got grown people that still be led and guided by people like they have no common sense of their own because they stuck and molded to a religion. You don't want to tell on a person even though you're a grown up and know this person did you wrong as a child. God said put the brakes on that thing because God want that person to go to jail. You saw that card. Here's universe. You want to know did that person really care? You want to know what's inside of this priest's mind. Follow me? Who molested you? Did he really care? She or whoever this is, a fella, is a man. Time for you to begin and go ahead. Go ahead and do what? Get this person behind bars where he belongs. Look, get that warrant so they can go after him. Because you didn't see your worth back then, and evidently the priest didn't either. But God wants you to know you worthy. Okay? Okay, here's the priest. Want to give you something. But God wants you to say this. You can't buy me. Don't let the priest give you anything unless back then the priest was giving you something to keep your mouth shut or to make you feel special. Here you are. I have skills I'm ruined here. That simply means this is a work card, but if it's you in a church or anything like that, some religion you hook to, this would mean that you see that your things is not working. You need to get out of there. That's not the place for you. You ruined there because you have been ruined because you was molested or raped, one or the other. Person trying to buy you, keep you there, give you things to keep you there, or might been doing it all the time. God wants you to step into your queenship, whoever you are, or kingship, if you're a boy or a girl, because you have a chance at love. The chance at love means loving the self. Get what I'm saying? Loving you. Because I see a card in here, the ones that you heard me say before, that God says you got to work hard on loving yourself. Wherever's that. I said that card. I remember saying it. God said you got to start working hard on loving you. I said that card. I remember saying it. I'm sure I said that card. I just remember saying it. It's somewhere in there. Oh, here it is. It's somewhere. But God said, here it is. I know I said it. Right here. God said you got to work hard right here on loving yourself. You got to get back to loving you. Okay? He want to know if you work worthy. Opinionizes you work worthy. In this storyline, this is a work card, but in this storyline, it's going to be if he feel like is you going to do it. Is she going to do it? Is she really going to go after me? Because this person didn't see your worth and your ambition. Person got comfortable with you. Okay? So you are an adult. If you're looking at me, you're an adult. Follow me? But it was done to you. So we got money right here. Billing and the money. So we dealing with the billing and the money. So maybe he trying to give you money, or he was giving you money to keep your mouth shut, or some kind of way he's going to be dishing out money because I told you at the beginning, call a lawyer because you can get compensated because of being molested. Follow me? Over the years, if it's going on now, call your lawyer. They'll tell you about it. Okay, let's flow. Take every dime you can get from that person. Every dime he got. Take every dime he got. Don't leave him with a pot to pen because he don't deserve one. Because if he posing as a God person and he molesting kids, you don't deserve a pot to pen. You need a pee in a gutter where you belong. You belong in a gutter. If you sitting there posing as somebody as a God person and you doing things like that for kids, you belong in a gutter. Because that's where anything negative and dirty and nasty need to be in the gutter. Because it's no good. But you try to treat the children like they no good. Like they trash. And you're supposed to be posing as a God person. I don't think so. Get that stain off of God. That's not God. I don't know how people be so stuck and brainwashed with some religion where they act like they don't know right from wrong. They brainwashed like they act like they don't know right from wrong. I mean, really. You know right from wrong. You know, if some stranger molest your child on the street, you ain't gonna let them get away with it. So why you gonna let some priest do it? If you dumb enough to believe a priest tell you God said he can molest your child, and you gonna believe it? You need to get some kind of psychiatric treatment. Okay, so like I said, if you've been molested or anything like that by a priest, what's going on now? Call your lawyer, because you can get compensated. It's damages, because they deserve to be in trouble, whoever it is. But right here is going to be jail time, because I see the warrant. Okay. You might be gay now, because that's a gay girl, a gay girl card. You might be gay now from what then happened to you. Or you might be a boy that now you gay. It's coming out this way maybe because you know, because usually I get the sissified card. You're a girl. Or unless God just having it where you acting like a girl now. You know, you a boy but you acting like a girl now. But usually I get the sissified card and the gay cards if you gay. But you might be actually a girl, but you gay now. That's the thing about it. Things can make people all kind of ways when things happen to them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's just flow. Okay, you or somebody going to talk to you about eating healthier, eating a certain kind of way. It's got the vegan, but it don't have to be vegan. It could be any kind of eating that's different than your regular eating. Okay, it says something. Says that you're in a political or racist area, right? Okay, whose blank is this? Some kind of way somebody asking you, who something is, right? Or you asking somebody something somewhere that don't belong. It could be your socks in somebody's apartment. The priest got your socks in his bedroom, or whatever's going on here, or whatever's going on, right? Let's just flow a little bit. Okay, it says God wants you to be strong because you was dealing with my karma plague, and it would be the priest. Okay, somebody who tried to gather up on the world. That simply means with this storyline is saying that this person get along with all races, right? The priest, right? Bringing in happiness, right? So he bringing in happiness, but that is just a disguise that's put on, because really he's not bringing in happiness. He bringing people in to molest, right? So it says right here, he just causing destruction. God saying he got to let go of destruction. But God telling you let go of destruction, because you got to get away from any kind of place like this and person like this. Because you hold on to a corrupt pain. Follow me? So it says right here, freedom is calling. Will you answer to get away from this place? Because maybe you was molested by this person as a child and you still at this church or whatever's going on. Or you just didn't let it out and tell the law on this person or something like that. Okay? It says right here, you got to seek what you're looking for, right? Or this priest was seeking what he is looking for, and that was to molest kids, but still he need help. Follow me? You wondering if it's your fault because you was entangled with this priest. Okay, wondering what was inside the door of his mind. Did he really care about you? Okay, God wanted you to be distant. Well, you got distant, right? But you felt like a score loser. If you go talking and telling them, you feel like you're going to lose because you're up against a priest. Nobody's going to believe you as a child or whatever, as an adult or whatever. This priest didn't see your worth and your ambition. And you didn't either, but God wants you to see your worth and your ambition. So it says right here, you have to have the power of your mind right now and see, right? Because you're older now, right? And step into your queenship, God says. You have a chance at love. And right here is a chance to love yourself. Or you might have met a man or a woman that you want to love. But if you did meet a man or a woman you want to love, you got to cleanse yourself, right? So you can be able to love in a healthy way, a man or a woman, from being messed up by some priest. Or just love yourself, period, God's saying. Okay, it says right here, work worthy card. And this one would be where maybe this priest want to know if you work worthy. And that simply means he want to know if you will tell on him, right? So we have evidence shows you're going to be picking yourself off of the floor. or off the ground if you don't do something. Tell on this person. Follow me? Okay? Make sure that he or she is an adult. So you wasn't an adult. You wasn't an adult when this was done to you. He had to make sure you was an adult, but he didn't. Because he is starving for power. Remember, he a priest. Okay? He is the biller. He was collecting money from people, right? Because he is the biller, right? And they was getting money at the church. Follow me? So you're going to be dealing with, or he's going to be the biller, and you're going to be collecting money because I'm talking to you about calling a lawyer to get compensated. Follow me? So it says right here, you didn't see your worth back then because you was young, but he didn't see your worth and he didn't look at you as worthy. Follow me? But right now, God wants you to look at yourself as worthy and see your worth. Okay? You got to see right now that you had skills, right? You ruined here because maybe you was molested by this priest and you still going to this church. Even though you was molested when you was younger or whatever's going on here. Follow me? Or something still going on. I don't know. Okay? You're going to make a move because here he is right here trying to stop you. Trying to give you something. Whatever he trying to give you or whatever. But you standing up for yourself. You can't buy me. You don't want nothing from him because you making a move you're going to make. Because God's telling you right here, work hard on starting to fall back in love with the self. Because I say you had a chance at love card and you heard me say love yourself. So you guys start working hard on loving yourself again because this man ruined you. Follow me? God said get out of this mess. You had to get out of this mess with this priest. Get out of that church. Do you like this stuff, God says? Okay? You was in a fortress because that was a fortress for you being locked into this religion with this priest you was dealing with, right? Do you want and you are getting your freedom from a fortress because it's a fortress. You was locked into this religion with this priest, with this religion. And God wanted you to use your own brain and your own mind and get yourself from being under somebody's thumb and use your own brain. Why must you tear me down to build you up? So this priest was saying whatever he was saying, whatever it was over the years, and it tore you down, right? It made you feel like you had to submit, follow me, to build him up. So it says right here, talking will be the only way for you to heal. Support group, the lawyer's office, or wherever you need to go at. Because you got to heal, God says, invite in the healing. Because God wants you to be happy in your life now. Buy some clothes, follow me, and have some fun. Get what God's saying. Okay, it says right here that God says you're dealing with something cognizable or you're going to be. Follow me? Help is a minute away. Follow me? And that will be that lawyer if you call. Follow me? And it says right here, camouflage don't work no more, right? With all this stuff that's been happening over the years. Because you had a sixth sense all the time, right? Follow me? The priest got two names to him. This not his name, but he got whatever first and last name. First and middle name. He go off of whatever they call him, right? I don't know what his name is. Only you would know. He was controlling, animalistic, controlling, bossy, or whatever to you. Fighting, or whatever he was doing. If it was done to you, would you like it? This would be you saying it out to him now, being strong. Follow me? You are no better than nobody else, right? Because it was done by somebody out in the street, you wouldn't allow it. So you don't supposed to allow it out of the priest. Because some people think because somebody is certain people, you allow stuff off of them. But somebody, your neighbor do something, you wouldn't like it. So it don't matter who it is. If somebody do you wrong, they must pay. Okay? So you got to get that warrant for this priest so he can go to jail. Follow me? God wants you to go forward and make it happen and begin your life, right? Okay? You got to seek what's been troubling you. I'm happy with my life no matter my color. So whoever you are somebody with whatever color you have to you. I don't know what your color is, right? You brown probably some kind of way because you're not white. And I'm saying you're not white because it's got the color. It's color. Whatever color you are, I don't know what your color is though. You brown some kind of way or whatever you is, you're not a white person with this card, right? seek help. Seek what you are looking for. You had to seek what you are looking for, even being at this church, right? With this pastor, okay? Because this person got a problem with your color anyway, right? So it says right here, it was continued abuse with this priest. He is a jack of all trades, right? So it says right here, you was molded. Are you molded? And you was molded by this religion, Catholic or whoever you are, whatever this is, right? Because we dealing with a priest, so that's Catholic, right? Okay, all your leaders your God. You is letting the priest be your God. The priest is not God. I'm letting you know if you don't know it. So it says right here that girls. So you was getting close to because I'm talking about priests, right? Priests. So who would this be? Want to get closer? He wanted to get closer, right, to girls. But either you a gay girl or you was one of the girls out of some girls and one of the girls was gay or you gay. Right? Let's flow. Okay, it says right here that you was dealing with a Judas because he was a Judas at the time because he was trying to demonstrate that he was God-filled and he was God-like and all, but he was everything but that. When you come after children and molest children, that's not God-like. And anybody with common sense should know that. You shouldn't be following nobody like that. Okay, it says right here that God said you're a wonderful conqueror, but you got to know that for yourself. And if you take them to jail, this card is going to stand out for you. You are that wonderful conqueror. You got to take them to jail for the be that stuff. These are light green. You can't see them right. Okay. So it says right here, release your loved one. It's okay. You are still here. Enjoy your life. This usually go with somebody who died. But if you want to put it with this priest, you can put it with this priest because people get so locked up and stuck with these people like these people are their family or whatever. Priests and pastors or whoever. So if you want to call them your loved one, you can call them your loved one. But God says you're going to have to let's go on with your life. Just go on with your life. Right? If that's what it is, right? If you didn't lose anybody in your family, this would be for this person here, this priest that molested you, right? God saying just it's okay to let the person go. Let that person go. Right? You got to dig deep and ask yourself why you even settled for less. Being at this church after a while or letting it happen as time went on or the bigger you got, letting it happen or not telling on them when you was old enough to tell on them. Dig deep and ask yourself why. But I think that card back there showed with the score loser, maybe you felt like nobody would believe you. You know, so, oh no, somebody died. This is the treatment card too, but I don't see drugs, so I can't take it with drugs. Somebody died, because you heard me say this right here, if nobody died. So this card let me know somebody died. So somebody died in your, that you know, I don't know, it's, somebody died right here, because it says, company that house bodies when you don't treat them like the jewelry. Somebody died right here because God telling you to. See, God telling you release your loved one. Somebody died in your, somebody you love or whoever this is. Release your loved one. It's okay. You are still here. Enjoy it. Enjoy your life. I want you to enjoy your life. I don't know your relative. I don't know who died. Somebody dig deep and ask yourself why you settled. Why you settled for being mistreated. After a while, you're supposed to toll on a person once you got old enough. And you can get compensated. Okay? Right now in your life. Even if it was years ago. Follow me? You're an adult now. It don't matter. If that person's still alive or the Catholic Church in general, whoever it is you go after. I don't know. Okay, it says right here that talk to your lawyer and the lawyer will tell you whatever it is. You know how they know how to work it. God wanted you to put the brakes on. Being at that church, dealing with that priest or whoever that is. Follow me? Universe wanted that. Okay? So we have right here any deterrent that causes a dysfunction in your life God wanted you to get away from in the AM. So in the AM, some kind of way, whatever AM it was, this person probably was coming and doing things in the AM, whatever the AM was. Okay? It says right here, check yourself. You need to check yourself and do some soul searching, right? And this will be for you, priests, following. And it says right here, it was transporting of drugs or infection. So maybe whoever you are, maybe you taking some kind of pills now because of this stuff and you need to do some soul searching. And maybe in the middle of the night, what's going on is you transporting some kind of pills. That means getting pills from people, taking pills, anything like that in the AM, right? And God telling you to do some soul searching, right? Check yourself, right? Put the brakes on what? Taking pills, anything like that. Selling pills, passing pills around, and anything as far as pills in the middle of the night. This also means a treatment card. So God will want you to go to treatment if you're taking any kind of pills. Why you selling them for less? Dig deep and find out. And pretty much if you take any kind of pills, and if you go on and you getting pills or anything as far as any kind of pills, things like that, it all stem from what happened to you as far as being abused. Get what I'm saying? And God wants you to get help. But first of all, God wants you to go after whoever this is that did this to you. Put a stop to it and get the compensation you deserve, whatever it is, because you deserve it. Don't leave home with a pot to pee in. The bracelet one.